All right, welcome to the United Matters channel. Today, the 27th of 2025, December, we have some good news. From a loss of Wolverhampton Wanderers, we have some good news. And this is what most of us have been talking about, that United should first deal with, that on the left wing back of Manchester United, supply is really limited, and we have shown interest in very many left backs: Kokezi, Nuno Mendes, then this other guy Alvaro Fernandez, who was at Manchester United, Robinson, who plays for West Ham, and very many others. DeMarco, you understand? And it looks like Ruben Amorim has found his reliable, all-chosen left wing back for the club of Manchester United, and it is none other than Nuno Mendes. And it has been Fabrice Hawkins who has gone ahead to break this story, and very many other people really followed in and gave us facts about this story. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as don't miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are watching me from. And we are here to obviously talk about Nuno Mendes, 22 years of age, Portuguese international. He was at Sporting Lisbon also, if I'm not mistaken. He was at Sporting Lisbon before they went ahead obviously sign him for PSG, and that is Nuno Mendes for you. So Nuno Mendes, I think he was at, let me see, I think he was playing for Sporting Lisbon, yes. And he left Sporting Lisbon in 2022. And guess who was his manager? It was Ruben Amorim. So I really want to really go ahead and address people who are like, Erik ten Hag is bringing in players whom he know. Now, why is Ruben Amorim going in for players that he knows? Because he knows to it that these are the players he's really gonna trust, I tell you. And it is written all over the world that our supply onto the left wing back is not all that legit as it is from the right, meaning that we need to obviously balance up our attacks, because it's very easy to be really blocked if at all you're really having one side that really puts in a shift. Now, Fabrice Hawkins has come up and obviously told us the following, that Man United have made an offer for Nuno Mendes, and the player is said to be keen to joining Ruben Amorim. As things stand, Nuno Mendes wants to leave Paris Saint-Germain. Now, there is this man works for RMC Sport, and if you remember the story of Leny Yoro, he was one of those that broke the story of Leny Yoro, and he also broke the story of Manuel Ugarte to Manchester United. And first and foremost, he first broke the interest of Manchester United for those players, Leny Yoro and Manuel Ugarte. And what do those players have in common? What do those players have in common with Nuno Mendes? They are all playing in the French League One, and it's also a tier 1 journalist coming in from France. And it shows you that there is work that has been worked on by Manchester to bring in a player that is Nuno Mendes. And Nuno Mendes is one of those players that the manager is like, get me that player, get him in immediately. And if United are working on this deal, or to convince the player on the 27th, so they're like, we want to bring in this player ASAP. We want to bring in this player ASAP. Now, if they are trying to bring in this player ASAP, it's all written all over the wall that United are chasing in for a left wing back. And he comes in through. He has a very good end product to his game. Defensively, he's really great. And he has always gone ahead, obviously, score goals. He's a tall lad. If at all you look at him, when you look at his height, he's 1.83 meters tall. That is Nuno Mendes for you. And he's really one of those players that you'll obviously want to get. The big question is, we don't know what price tag PSG is really going to put onto this guy, because 22 years of age, one of the most promising left backs in the world, that is Nuno Mendes, and any team wouldn't like to obviously lose him anyhowly like that. I tell you, no team would like to obviously go out and really lose out on Nuno Mendes like that. They would love to obviously get some huge money out of it. And his contract expires in 2026, meaning that he's left with just 18 months on his contract. And the problem as to why he wants obviously come up and obviously sign for a club that is Manchester United, it's because all about the money, you get. And this has been addressed by this guy is called Dajamel. He has told us that Man United have offered Nuno Mendes an attractive salary. Ruben Amorim made the player a priority, and Mendes was flattered to feel so valued. So, as I told you, it's all about the money. Let no one lie to you. It's all about the money. And the problem is they don't want to obviously come up and obviously increase his salary. And there is a rumored wage bill that has leaked, you know, and it comes in through from PSG, and this is another source of PSG. This has leaked, and I'm like, if he's really earning this low, then he's right to leave. And are PSG ready to obviously make him one of the top earners there? When you look at Nuno Mendes, look, he earns 27,000, let's say 27,692 euros a week. That is really low, you know. Very many players at Manchester United earn more than he's even earning. Even the Chido Obi Martins might be earning more than this guy earns, and he's one of the decent left backs. And at that age, you are supposed to obviously earn some huge amount of money. He should be earning like 100,000 euros. And when I saw that, I was like, maybe they're really his agent. You know, he's really using us to see to it that obviously signs up or really uses us as a bargaining or a leverage to bargain to see to it that he really gets the amount of money that he wants. And this story is being driven onto United offering him some huge amount of money. So, will PSG let this player leave? You know, will they let Nuno Mendes leave? That is the huge question. And one of the reasons as to why I partially believe that they might be using us as a bargaining bait. All note, I'm 50-50 because they are under the same agency. That is AS1. That is the agency that manages Ruben Amorim and Nuno Mendes. You understand? So that agency is really the same, meaning that they've already gone ahead to convince the player that come to Manchester United under Ruben Amorim. He's under the same agency as you, and you will obviously get in some huge amount of money, and you'll get in ample playing time. And the space is there for him because even if you're talking about wing backs, I don't think that Luke Shaw is being looked as a wing back. Injury prone as he is, he's not being looked as a wing back, you know, as a left wing back. I think the manager has shown us that he considers Luke Shaw to play in a back three, especially where Lisandro Martinez plays, that he should compete with Lisandro Martinez in that back three, meaning that we are only having one left-footed player in Malacia, who the manager sees the left wing back attributes in. And if at all the manager finds it as the solution for us to obviously perform better, let's go for it. Let's go for him. And it's really seen by even the blind that you're really lacking quality of that side. And people like Luke Shaw will go. I don't think that he will go because United needs more defenders, you know, in that system. Because if Lisandro Martinez gets injured, you know, you'll need another player to play there. That is Luke Shaw, even though Luke Shaw is really an injury-prone player. There is also a narrative of Nuno Mendes playing in the back three, can also play in the back three very, very well. But I think his final product is really great, and I think that's what makes him a special kind of player to the club of Manchester United. So, huge positive is that they share the same agency with Ruben Amorim, meaning that if United have gone ahead to make an offer to the player Nuno Mendes, that means the player is positive to come to Manchester United. Then he was his former manager at Sporting Lisbon, and I think by then he was like 18, 19 years. That is Nuno Mendes before he crossed to PSG. So there is a lot of bonding amongst these two, and I know it is really going to happen. Now we are waiting for the likes of Fabrizio Romano, the likes of Sammy McBall, the likes of David Austin to obviously let us know what do their noses really get from this. And the big hinge is really going to be the price that PSG puts onto this player, because you know what they did with Kylian Mbappe. They might say, we are not letting him go and we are going to be selling him in the summer transfer window. You understand? And there is also a very huge hinge that United is not playing the Champions League. Can we sign a player from a club that is really rest assured for playing the Champions League? That is really very important. So we are waiting to see how that pans out. But Nuno Mendes has a lot of players to convince him to come to Manchester United. There is Diego Delo, one. There is this other guy, Bruno Fernandes, the captain, is also Portuguese. There is the manager, and I think even Cristiano Ronaldo can contribute on his coming to Manchester United. Might be like, please go to Manchester United, because I think things are really getting better that way. So I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Man United making Nuno Mendes what we call undeniable offer that is really keeping or that has sent PSG in an ocean of questions onto whether they can come up and obviously put in a required shift altogether. Rokan David is my name. Your reactions onto this are welcome. The January transfer window looks like it's going to start early, and this is where Ineos by is doing better, because they are attacking the market immediately and they are trying out their options, and they are like, let's give it our try and see whether we can really get in this player. But the huge question is, do we have the money? Do we have the money as a club of Manchester United? That is the huge question. And I know there is demand, because if Ruben Amorim doesn't get in like 2 players minimum, like a left wing back and a number 10, I tell you, we're obviously going to look more and more worse. Because for me, I believe those are 2 positions that we need to obviously rectify, and the rest will be okay for the club of Manchester United. We need to see crosses coming in through for Rasmus Højlund, number 9, on all fronts. I'm out. See you later, and bye-bye.